Tonight's conference provides an opportunity for discussion and for all the people of this area to have their say on the challenges we face, and who better to help formulate solutions than those directly affected by the border.
And we hope that you enjoy it, are informed by it, and go out of here with more thoughts in your head about some of the issues that have been raised here.
One man who was from Chicago and involved with a very major multinational company said a very, very striking thing. He said, I look at a place where there's 1.6 million people and I don't get excited. But I look at a place where there's over 6 million people and I do get excited.
My contract, for example, has always been with the Health Service of Northern Ireland. Many of my colleagues have contracts with the HSE. So it's not an individual organisation, it is simply a coming together of like-minded people who want, for very good reasons, to work together in a collaborative way, north-south, all-island, wherever it makes sense to do these things with health.
And it holds out the hope of an island at peace with itself, in which our diverse traditions and our allegiances find authentic expression. It is within such a political framework that we in a shared Northern Ireland can work with our neighbours in the east and the south to build economic prosperity for all of us.
Whatever our perspective on a united Ireland, whatever that has been, and looking ahead, we have to take account of the realities of the world we live in today. Take account of the crisis of capitalism. Ask ourselves to what extent the states on this island, the people on this island, are sovereign.
I hope everybody will make their voices heard and ensure that, whether it's a stepping stone or accepting the jurisdictional boundaries, that people do make their voices heard to ensure that their needs are reflected and that those things that can be delivered should be delivered on a cross-border basis, especially in a region like this, to assist people living in disadvantaged and isolated and very often rural communities are actually met.
The importance of creating space for us to be able to hear the dissenting voices. I don't want to call people dissidents or what have you, and we have learned we know plenty about how to welcome people in who've been out in the cold, and I think it's time we've matured enough now, as Martin McGuinness was saying earlier, and finding ways of including that voice and hearing that voice.
For these entrepreneurs, the island economy was most definitely a reality, and it was generating new opportunities and benefits for all of the people on both sides of the border. The business community has moved on. They're focused on deriving benefits from improved island infrastructure and spillovers from the island's location within the single European market.
My organisation, the East Border Region, is a genuine, truly cross-border organisation which was established in 1976. And the reason that we have survived despite many difficulties and challenges, not least the Troubles, is because members of East Border Region genuinely believe that the work which we do benefits the people, both north and south.
And from a business person, albeit with only 5 years' experience, it would seem that the amalgamation of bodies north and south would be an economically sound proposal and one which would result in a more sustainable region.
Because this is exactly what we want from this type of CODAL or conference. It's to open up a conversation nationally and internationally, locally and regionally. And I would like to think that you're so motivated that perhaps people could take this idea into your own area and even on a smaller basis organise meetings like this and invite speakers like the ones on the platform, perhaps including the ones on the platform, to attend.